All right, my secret for how I get so much done, it sounds ridiculous, but it's super, super powerful. And I say this as someone, as I'm recording this, who's literally running off of 3 hours of sleep. I find that a lot of people feel very tired in their day-to-day life, even after they've had a full night's rest, because they kind of are starting the day defeated. They can't think of the last time that they ever made real progress on something or when something was really finished. Hey, CourtneyLSanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time online life and business coach, as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and do all the things, and I get a lot of questions about how is it that you do all the things? How is it that you get so much done? Where do you get all of this energy from? And for the most part, you know, I'm not a huge coffee drinker. I will drink some espresso in the evening as kind of like dessert, but in terms of my day-to-day, I'm really motivated by just my goals and the progress that I'm making and all the different things that are going on. But I find that there's one thing that I focus on in particular that I think a lot of people maybe don't focus on, or they think about differently. And so I felt like this would be a perfect time to talk about this in this video. And so if you're curious, my secret to how I stay motivated, how I have so much energy, and ultimately how I get so much done, you're in luck, because we're gonna get into this right now. All right, my secret for how I get so much done, no, it's not outsourcing, even though I talk about that a lot on this channel. You can check out some of my other videos about different things that I, outsource, and the different support that I have both in my home life and in my business. So yes, outsourcing is super helpful, but I find that this is really what is going to drive you and get you energy. And my secret really is that I focus on what I call micro completion. So here's my theory, right? I can't prove this per se, but I believe constantly having things unfinished ultimately drains you, but ultimately completing things, or having a habit of having things completed, ultimately drives you, right? It motivates you, it pumps you up, it gives you more energy. And so I find that a lot of people feel very tired in their day-to-day life, even after they've had a full night's rest, because they kind of are starting the day defeated, because they can't think of the last time that they ever made real progress on something, or when something was really finished. But for me, I'm always knocking out things every day. But here's the thing, I don't focus on achieving big things in my day, or even in my week and my month. I'm always breaking things down into small little bits. And so that's why I say I focus a lot on micro achievement. And so I do this every morning, even when I get up and work out. I am one of those Peloton people. I'm one of those annoying Peloton women who's like, yay, Peloton, totally love it. But specifically, I typically won't do a long workout or exercise on Peloton. I will do a lot of little mini trainings, and then I'll kind of stack them together. So I might do a 10-minute Tabata ride, followed by a 15-minute, or even 20-minute weightlifting session, and then another 10-minute Pilates class, and then a 5-minute, stretch, or a 10-minute abs. I'm stacking them all up. And the reason that I do that is because I've noticed this mindset that if you can just complete something, it gives you more motivation to move on to the next thing. And so I think a big mistake that a lot of people make, especially at this time of year, because as I'm recording this, it's the beginning of the year, everybody gets really excited and they set these really big goals for themselves, and then they try to complete that goal in one jump. And so I used to be like that, and I used to wake up every single day frustrated, because the thing that I was focused on was how far I was from ultimately where I wanted to go. But since I've really shifted my mindset, instead of focusing on the big goal that I want to achieve, I really focus on the broken down piece of it, and I try to break it down into something that I can accomplish in that moment. So even if it is a 10-minute workout, while I'm in the middle of the workout, I don't even focus on the full 10 minutes. If it's like a 30-second push, they're like, okay, you're gonna, sprint for 30 seconds, and then you're gonna take a rest for 20 seconds. I literally focus just on that 30-second push, and I say, okay, how can I complete this? If I am working from home and there's a bunch of admin tasks I need to get done, there's emails that I need to answer, there's, meetings that I need to have, things I need to get back to other people about, instead of focusing on this massive task that I need to accomplish, I literally will focus on the task in front of me, and I'm like, okay, can I complete finishing and sending this one email? Can I complete creating this one social media post? Can I complete this one video? In fact, many of you know that I batch record my YouTube videos. I have a whole day and I block it out and I knock out all of these YouTube videos in one shot. And so if I were even thinking about completing all the videos for the day, that could be super demotivating because I'm usually here all day talking nonstop, running my mouth, trying to get all these videos done. But as I, settle into the video, when the camera turns on, I'm literally focused on just this video. And as I'm even talking, I'm focused on the point that I'm making, right? So I usually will have a script and I'll kind of bullet point out things that I know that I want to cover. I will focus on just that bullet point, and then the next bullet point, and then the next bullet point, and then voila, the video is completed. And then I'm focusing on the next video. So I cannot stress it enough. I know it sounds like super simple, but focusing on micro completion truly is the key to motivation, and it's going to give you a lot of energy. If you are always working on really big projects and you're focusing on the end result, you will look at your life and see a bunch of scattered, incomplete things. That is demotivating, that drains you. You're like, wow, what's the next thing that I should focus on? Is it even worth it? Because I feel like I spend so much energy trying to move this stuff forward and nothing ever finishes, nothing ever comes to completion. Completion is so motivating, so you really want to use it to your advantage. So focus on what are the micro tasks that you can complete in your life, in your business, in your health and fitness, even in your food. You're trying to stay healthy. I will focus on the morning, like, okay, it doesn't matter what I'm doing for the rest of the day, I need a smoothie in the morning. And then I drink the smoothie. And then for lunch, I'm focusing on just sticking to my commitment of, having a salad, maybe with some protein or something on it, and then having a sensible dinner. So it sounds ridiculous, but it's super powerful. And I say this as someone, as I'm recording this, who's literally running off of 3 hours of sleep. So I shared this in a previous video, but I am hosting a retreat in South Africa. And so last night I needed to speak with the team who is handling my accommodations in real time. And so they're up at 9 a.m. their time, which happened to be 1 a.m. my time. And so over the course, we had several calls, and I didn't go to bed till 3 a.m., but I was still up at 6 a.m. going through my routine, doing my workout, and then showing up here in order to get all of these videos done. And so I motivated myself to do that, and I have the energy to do that even right now, not because I looked at all the things that I have to get done in my day. I'm not even thinking about all the things. I'm thinking about the one thing, which is communicating this truth to you here. So hopefully this has really opened your eyes to how you can really stay motivated when it comes to just simply focusing on completing things. When you focus on what you can complete, it helps you stay consistent. And when you're able to stay consistent, that consistency compounds. And so you'll look up and you'll be like, wow, I can't believe how much money I've saved and invested, or, how in shape I've gotten just from doing little, 10-minute workouts, or how much healthier I feel just by having, a little bit of healthy food here for breakfast, or a little bit of healthy food here for dinner, or whatever, how much more at peace I feel by spending 5 minutes in the morning, doing quiet time or prayer reflection or whatever it is. Focus on the micro tasks that you can complete. And if there's bigger things that you're looking to complete, make sure that you are breaking all of those things down. And so if you want even more help with that, I actually talk about this in another video here, which is all about how you can break your goals down like a millionaire. So if you want even more where that came from, I'm really excited that I am rebooting one of my flagship programs that helped me get my start in life coaching, which is called the No Excuses Woman program. It was my blockbuster self-discipline program that I had so many women go through. And so now 5, 6, 7 years after creating that program, I'm rebooting it, but adding more content to help you not just with self-discipline, but really achieving your goals. And we're even working on a No Excuses Woman planner. And so if you're really interested on really harnessing this micro, completion process to create more motivation, and you want to know my full process of how I not only stay really energized, but how I complete things, I invite you to sign up for the interest list for No Excuses Women by clicking the link below. And as soon as that program is available and the planner is available, we will let you know all of the details. So if that's of interest to you, go ahead and click the link below. All right, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want even more where this came from, make sure that you are subscribed to my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show. And if you can't wait for my next podcast episode or my next YouTube video, make sure that you are following me on Instagram, CourtneyLSanders on Instagram. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.